Good morning and welcome to the ADS Securities Fundamentals Update. So, the U.S. jobs report came in much better than expected for the month of April. However, the U.S. dollar fell across the board on Friday and continued to decline since the beginning of the Asian session. The U.S. economy added more than 288,000 new jobs in April, while the unemployment rate slipped by 0.4% to 6.3%, which is the lowest since September 2008. But most importantly, there were 806,000 workers left the labor force, which explains the sharp decline in unemployment rate. The initial reaction for the U.S. dollar was positive across the board, while gold prices slipped back to as low as $1,276. 30 minutes after the news, everything changed. The U.S. dollar fell across the board while the metals regained, and gold prices spiked above $1,300, reaching as high as $1,304. And this is exactly what we warned about it in our special report published before the U.S. news. The main reason behind the decline in the U.S. dollar is basically because of the U.S. 10-year yields bonds prices, which spiked up further, and while the 10-year yields also slipped back to 2.59%. Gold also also accelerated after Russia recalled the UN for an emergency meeting on the accelerating situation in Ukraine. As for the Asian session today, there were two economic data sets. From Australia's building approvals fell by 3.5% in March, which is the second decline in a row, while China HSBC final manufacturing PMI was revised down further to 48.1 in April, down from 48.3, while it had been anticipated to rise to 48.4. In response, the Aussie dollar fell across the board, declining the most against the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc. Going forward to the European session today, the British banks will be closed in observance of May Day. In the Eurozone, Sentex investors' confidence may rise to 14.2 in May, up from 14.1, while the Eurogroup meetings will be held across the day, with no major announcement is expected. Therefore, the U.S. jobs report effect is likely to continue across the day. Finally, in the U.S., the final services PMI is set to remain stable at 54.2 in April, while the ISM non-manufacturing PMI set to rise to 54.2 in April, up from 53.1 in March. This is it for today. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to get the latest economic releases, reports, and analysis. Thank you for watching.